Hello, and welcome to another episode of Founding an Empire. My voice still isn't that great. Um, Also, on a not so negative note, I don't know why that's showing up brown still, but I'm working on it. I have a new texture for Windows. Still don't have the connected textures thing done for everything else, so I can't switch over yet, but I think it's making progress, and I still need to figure out why that's showing up as the old one. But once I get that sorted, I think it'll be pretty nice. We'll have the big open windows again. Also, I don't have any new machines in any of these rooms. Still the old stuff, and that window is still, unfortunately, open. But I'm not gonna do all this until I get the pneumatic pipes, or whatever they're called, the redstone pipes, I think. Let me just double check that name. Come on, load up. There we go. Nope, not redstone. Pneumatic pipes. I don't know how to spell that. Canoe? Nope. Canoe. I'm in a canoe. Yeah, and I have the flu. I'm in a canoe and I have the flu. Hoo. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, can't remember the name of them. I'm just gonna search pipe. Distribution pipe. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, so I'm gonna actually, they don't take anything that special, but I'm gonna set up a whole factory here in this spot to make them, and it'll produce a bunch of them, and I'll have a room under this, deep down under this building, full of power flowers, and basically it'll pump out the necessary parts, and some of them will go to that building to fill up chests, and some of them will go into here, like iron and redstone and whatnot, and they'll automatically go through automated crafting tables or whatnot, and all the way up to the top, and there'll be a bunch of chests up here in like a balcony sort of area I can fly into, and just grab whatever I need, and then fly away. So there'll be ones with pneumatic pipes and one with whatever they're called, the extractors and whatnot. When I actually do it, I'll figure out the names properly, and then I can just fly in and grab it, or then fly to the tower of one of everything and grab whatever else I might need from here. Because, that's still going to have its own power source. But as for today, what I'm actually going to build is I'm going to build a new portal building. Well, I say a new portal building. There was never a portal building. I'm going to build a portal building. So I'm going to build that right here. It'll probably be all the way up to the walkway. So it'll be very cramped. Like this little walkway here part. This part of the walkway here, more like an alleyway, since the building can be quite close to each other, and I like that. It's one of the main things I want to shoot for. So I'm going to do that today. I'm thinking something a bit like Stargate. Hopefully that'll work out well. Have this thing at the far back. Maybe have, just piston doors. Maybe, have nothing. Or maybe even have it set up for later once I get, motor bits. Motor bits. Ooh, bits of motors. No. Once I get, I guess they are motors, but motors working and frames and all that, I can have a big door that'll slide up in front of it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Still thinking. But we'll see. If I do that, I'm just going to leave a gap for when I put it in. Not much else right now. I think we're good to go. So I'll see you when the building's done, right? No! Ta-da! Building is done. It took an awfully long time, and there were a few changes that were made throughout the construction of it. Unlike this building where I'm going to put, unlike this building where I'm going to put lamps in there, this building along the sides just has these metal things, kind of metal walling bits. Sorry, my voice still isn't better. And then there's that little control room there. It turned out to be a lot smaller than I originally planned. Turned out this whole building was a lot more cramped than I originally thought it would be. Not quite the big... I didn't have as much room as I thought I did. Silly me, eh? But, at least this turned into a cramped alleyway like I hoped. Kind of reminds me of something from, the second Jak and Daxter game. Jak 2, I think it was called. I don't know. But yeah, that's not good. Whew. But let's go inside now because the outside it's kind of plain. It doesn't have that much variation. I had very confined workspaces, as you can see. It even like ended up butting up against this other building, so that's rather unfortunate. Oh, but I did manage to have a tiny little alleyway in here now, with a bit of a drop there, and I put a few lamps in that way it wouldn't be pitch black. All in all, I'm relatively happy with it, even if I wish it had more space and was a bit taller. But let's go inside, enough of that. Inside, you have the main hall, which leads up to the portal. I don't currently have a working door, but when it's done, these two bits will rise all the way up to there and sort of lock the whole room down. And of course, the portal is off right now because I have no need to go back there at the moment. All these lights are also on a light switch, but in this hallway, this tiny little itsy bitsy hallway here, which rather unfortunately I should have made it have a higher ceiling. It gets a bit higher here and then finally feels decent here. Spider, go away. That leads also into this hallway that I was just in with the nice windows, and then to the control room that I was in earlier. Be much nicer once I get connected textures on. And you can see in here, looking down at that thing. Over here we get the button, which, that goes out, and all the lights in the hallway go out too. Looks a bit eerie. I need to make some interdiction torches. They're nice and simple, as you can see there. A bit of glowstone, a few diamonds, a phosphorus stone, and 2 redstone torches. So I actually have almost everything I need on me now, Phosphorus stone, redstone torches. Just need a few diamonds and glowstone. Go away, spider. And I could have those set up, and I'll be putting those below the floors. So yeah, you can see there, the lights go on. Oh, lights go off. If you look on the left side there. Not really any other better way. I was thinking I should put a delay in there, but maybe I'll do that later. My voice is really still toast. Ooh, spider, go away. So if we come down this way, I can't really raise this up or it starts biting into other things. As you can see, it already starts cutting there. And, alright, I shut everything off. I forgot to turn it back on, so this is quite dark right now. Bit weird. These are actually, panels all along here. Because the wires for these go up the back side of it. I could show you really quick. There we go. Some extra space down here, eh? Bunch of torches. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of extra space here, but it wasn't really enough to make use of it. This area here where I wanted an office, couldn't think of a good way to get a stairwell up there in time. Yes, it looks like I could raise this up a bit, but I'm not exactly sure how I'd set up the lighting if I did. So it ended up being that low. And then of course if I raise it up too much, it's going to cut into this area, the top part of the hallway. So originally I was thinking I'd have it loop all the way around, and then the office would be up here, but of course it's only 3 wide, so there's not enough for like a proper hallway, I felt. Without making some changes to the exterior of the building. Maybe I should have done that. I'll think on that later, but I doubt anything will change. And here's the simple way that the lighting's set up. The lighting's all just simple, simple, simple. And then down to that switch there, behind that block. And there's a fair bit of room down here for when we put the door in under these 2 blocks. So it'll slide up and down, and we'll use red power engines. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it. There's a lot of wasted space. Not so much down here because it's underground, and that doesn't count so much, but in other spots, like on that side there, it feels like there's a bit of wasted space, but I don't know. It's a construction yard. It's allowed to be grimy. Oh, come on now. Yeah, so it's a construction yard. It's allowed to be grimy. I only got a few bits of iron plating just sort of sticking out. Let's say, hey, look at me. Actually, did I have a light in there? No. Actually, I'm gonna go turn the lights back on. Don't want stuff starting to spawn in here. That would be unfortunate, especially without those interdiction torches. So let's turn that back on. There we go. Much nicer, much more welcoming. Cool. I also need to put some interdiction torches inside near the roof to make sure stuff doesn't spawn on top, which is probably if we fly out because actually I love this nook. I'm happy. I can't do a high-pitched voice right now. But that spider is probably not up here after all. I am surprised. I thought it would be up here. Oh, no, there it is. In one of those nooks that I love so much. But I think it's a reasonable addition to the construction yard. The whole place is supposed to be cramped. It's a construction yard. It's not supposed to be extra roomy. So next building we'll build will be whatever I said would go right there, which I forgot now. But it'll probably be I still remember I was gonna have those get one of everything sort of setups at the top, for pre-built stuff. So that's probably all it was, and probably all I'm gonna make it be now. But I'll probably do that in the next episode. Either that or the large tower, or maybe set this up fully. So we'll see. Or I might set that up fully in between episodes. We'll find out. I'll be back, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Founding an Empire. Goodbye.